Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going into season 7 of Game of Thrones and I am so excited. Season 6 was an emotional roller coaster, but man, was it top tier. Battle of the Bastards is like nothing I have ever seen in my life. I loved getting to see Jon and Sansa reunited, having a deeper understanding for Ned Stark and Jon Snow with a big light bulb moment, and Ramsay Bolton was killed. That's beautiful. So I'm so ready to go into season 7. If you guys want to help me out before we get started by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notification bell so we never miss out on watching any good shows or movies, and now listen to some good music together. And if you want the full link to watch along, the link for Patreon is down in the description. For now, let's dive right into episode 1, which is titled Dragonstone. I was hoping we'd never have to look at his face again. Where are we? What are we reliving?
No more of that Gornish horse piss. Finest arbor gold for proper heroes. Together. Single wine on a damn woman. Maybe the most pleasant man.
He never took a drink.
Butchered a woman pregnant with her babe. Cut the throat of a mother of 5. Slaughtered your guests, fighting them into your home. Every one of the start. No, that was your mistake.
Oh.
Should have ripped them all out.
Arya.
Leave one wolf alive. Sheep are never safe.
Leave one wolf alive in the sheep. Oh. Wicked. Said I gathered every fray that mattered. What a revenge. Oh, she's so diabolical and dangerous and beautiful.
When people ask you what happened, tell them the North remembers.
Tell them the North remember.
Tell them winter came for House.
Winter came, and it's Arya. Vengeful. Wow. Her being able to take people's faces, her being so diabolical. And remember the actress told her that, told Arya that she would be a good actress. And that comes in handy when you can steal people's faces. I love it. I love that for her. I do, because we've watched the Starks be absolutely slaughtered. And it's like, is the family gonna get a break? Oh, I also had fun in the comments when I read so many people say, yeah, he should have zigged and zagged. Why did Rickon not zig and zag? Especially because it's an arrow, you know? It's not even like it's a pistol. I don't know why I'm maneuvering over here. I'm just saying. Very ominous. I didn't know that they came in with so much, being able to disguise themselves so much. So are we finally getting into this? Are we finally talking about this for real? Oh, I don't know if I'm ready. It freaks me out. We have a giant. Freaks me out. And now a giant basic zombie. Multiple ones. Oh.
You've seen the Night King? He's coming for us. For all of us.
Hey, come on. Let's get them inside.
I love how he didn't question it once Bran spoke. Bran is so wise now. It's crazy to think how we started with him in season 1, honestly. And how his storyline progressed from there.
Aged 10 to 60, will drill daily with spears, pikes, bow and arrow. These boys have summer how to fight.
Not just the boys. Can't defend the North. Only half the population is fight.
Wow.
In my granddaughter's hand.
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight. I might be small, Lord Glover, and I might be a girl. Every bit as much a Northerner as you.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't need your permission to defend the North. We'll begin training every man, woman, and girl on Bear Island.
She is like one of my favorite characters, and we just were introduced to her at the end of last season. She's the best. I want to be her when I grow up.
The Ambers on their Carstarks betrayed the North. Torn down with not a stone left standing.
Committed no crimes. Every fortress we have for the war to come, Carhold and New families who supported us against Rams.
Not a bad idea, Sansa.
The punishment for treason is death. Small John Umber died on the field of battle. Karstark died on the field.
Died fighting for Ramsay. Families of the men who died fighting for you.
I don't know. It's in front of everybody. We're arguing. But Littlefinger likes this. He wants there to be a divide in the two of them.
When I was Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, I executed men who betrayed me, who refused to follow orders. My father always said, passes the sentence should swing the sword, and I have tried to...
He did. First episode.
But I will not punish a son for his father's sin. I will not take a family home, family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision. My decision is fine. Ned Umber.
Oh, it was a child.
Alice Karstark.
These are people who had nothing to do with it.
I ask you to pledge your loyalty again to House Stark, to serve as our bannermen, come to our aid whenever called upon.
They had nothing to do with what their parents decided.
The North needs to band together. All the living North. Will you stand beside me, Ned and Alice, and always?
And always.
That's a cool moment. Sansa said, I want their heads. I'm just kidding. She was just on the other end of that decision, the disagreement.
You are my sister, but I am king now.
Start wearing a crown.
Decisions in front of the other lords and ladies, you undermine me.
Yeah, I agree.
Of course you can, but
Joffrey never let anyone go so you think he was a good...
Don't compare him to Joffrey. He's just asking you not do it in front of everyone.
As far from Joffrey as anyone I've ever met.
Thank you.
You're good at this, you know. At ruling. You are. You are. They respect you. They really do. But you have to...
More advice.
Father used to say, thing before the word but is horse shit.
You have to be smarter than father. You need to be smarter than Rob. I loved them. I missed them. But they both lost their heads for it.
And how should I be smart? By listening to you?
Would that be so terrible?
King's Landing, Your Grace.
Like, I know I'm throwing this guess out there, but now when I look at Jon, all I see is Baratheon. Robert Baratheon.
The Andals and the first men of the Seven Kingdoms.
What does she want?
Come to King's Landing, bend the knee, or suffer the fate of all traitors.
Oh, I hate Cersei. She's so...
And believe me, you'd think of little else if you had to.
King, there's nothing between us and Cersei.
1,000 miles between us and Cersei. Winter is here. The Lannisters are a southern army. Never ranged this far north.
True, man, but I know her. You're her enemy. She'll never stop until...
Never stop. She's... Oh, gosh. Yes. She's so dangerous.
You almost sound as if you admire her.
Uh-huh, Sansa. You spend some time with her.
A great deal from her.
She's... She's so wicked.
What is this?
What we've been waiting for our whole life. Father trained us for, whether he knew it or not.
We memorize every damn city, town, lake.
It's ours now, we just have to take it.
Oh, gosh. It's a takeover. You notice how her colors have changed since season 1, too, as far as what she's wearing.
You afraid of me?
Should I be?
I am. She's in the screen.
Daenerys Targaryen has chosen Tyrion to be her hand. Right now they're sailing across the narrow sea to take back her father's throne. The one you love so much. The one who murdered our father and our firstborn son.
Tyrion.
Now he stands beside our enemies and gives them counsel. He's out there somewhere.
Tyrion is the black sheep.
Where will they land?
Deep water ports for the ships. Castle unoccupied, and that's where she was born.
Enemies to the east. South, and Arya's sand and her brood of Olenna, the old cunt. Ned Stark's bastard has been named.
She has enemies everywhere.
Whore Sansa stands beside. Enemies everywhere. We're surrounded by. You're in command of the Lannister
I
army.
don't know if you should start to think if maybe you're the problem. Your family.
We can't win a war if we can't feed our men. The Tyrells have the livestock.
Will the Tyrell bannermen stand alongside a doth and unsullied slaves?
Think Daenerys will win.
They might.
It's to fight on the losing side. Right now, we look like the losing side.
I hope you are the losing side.
I understand we're in a war for some stand. Whoever loses dies.
A dynasty for whom?
That's true.
Our children are dead. We're the last of us.
This is about you then, Cersei.
Our baby boy killed himself.
He betrayed us both. I loved them, I did. Ashes now, we're still flesh and blood. The last Lannisters, the last ones who count.
Even Lannisters can't survive.
They have no allies.
Where are our allies?
Joffrey started that little train of events.
You saw what happened to Walder Frey and his family.
How could we ever trust a man like that?
Useless old coward. Frey supported us.
Arya's like a little assassin.
Better allies. We can't win this war alone.
I think I listened to Father for 40 years and
Saying she's the most perceptive, so the time she spent around her father, she was paying attention because she wanted control. She wanted someone to let her have a voice. She paid attention, and to be honest, their father knew what he was doing. That was a strong, powerful, and very smart man, regardless of if we liked him or not. If he was still part of this, and I know hindsight's 20/20, but if he was still part of this, things would be very different. He is a powerful and very competent man. And Cersei learned from him more than, well, Tyrion I think was just smart. Cersei learned from Pops.
You invited the Greyjoys to...
Not all of them.
Well, looks like all.
Euron Greyjoy, the new king of the Iron Islands.
Of course, this makes sense. You both are gross.
Are they better allies? How are they different from the... They both broke their promises and murdered their friends as soon as it suited them.
So does everyone when it suits them. The phrase, they have ships and they're good at killing.
They're not good at any. They're bitter, angry little people. They know how to do is steal things they can't build or grow themselves.
Euron Greyjoy didn't come here for that.
What did he come here for?
Oh, this is how we're gonna make this alliance. You're just gonna say that to Jaime like y'all don't have like history from the womb and beyond?
Murdering them would make me feel a lot better. Since it appears that all our treasonous family members of same side, I thought we rightful monarchs.
She looks so royal but evil, but like, why does she look like she suits the throne? Better than anyone else we've seen sit on it. Because she's crazy.
The best in the world, no one can stop him. I didn't believe it, to be honest. But I must say, through the breach and started cutting people. It was glorious down.
People I was cutting down were your own kin.
Okay.
I enjoyed killing Greyjoy.
Good thing for me. If you hadn't crushed us, I'd gone into exile. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the greatest captain of the 14th. You can defeat the invaders in the east and the pretenders in the north and south.
What do you want in return?
Ever since I was a little boy, grow up and marry the most beautiful woman in the world. So here I am, with 1,000 ships and 2 good hands.
It's an awful proposal.
Decline your proposal.
Why?
You're not trustworthy. Broken promises to allies before and murdered nearest opportunity. You murdered your own brother.
You should try it. Feels wonderful.
He's horrid, but he makes me laugh.
I expect you to trust me outright. You need proof of my honor. In my experience, the surest way to a woman's heart is with a gift. A priceless gift. I won't return to King's Landing till I have that for you.
What is the gift? Oh, she looks so regal and royal up there. I hate that. Oh, this is also his job. I could never. I'm so bad with smells. I could never. It's a tough gig. I thought he was just going to be reading all day. They put him to work. Nobody eats for free. They didn't have to show it. Okay. It's the same thing every day. And if they don't stop doing the food and the cleaning of the bedpan at the same time, horrid. Why do they keep showing this? What's back there? It's behind a gate. It's interesting, and we want to see.
Oh, Mr. Wayland, drinker's liver if ever I saw one.
Gross!
Weigh that. Transitory pleasures.
Lots of senses being freaked out in this episode.
I was wondering if you'd considered my proposition.
Remember your proposition?
In light of what I've seen in the north, as to the restricted area of the library.
It's reserved for maesters. Are you a maester?
It's not a very good one.
I was sent here to learn how to defeat them. Everyone in the Citadel, those who'll even talk to me, all doubt the walkers ever existed in the first place.
And in the Citadel doubts everything. It's their job. Of the Long Night can't be pure fabrication.
He said rationally, it's probably true.
When Aegon Targaryen turned his eye westward, his dragons to Blackwater Rush, the end is near. Thousands of years before that, it truly was the end, but it wasn't. None of it was. The Wall has stood through it all. Every winter that ever came has ended.
Oh, he's so wise. Sam, I know you're gonna steal some keys. Let's see. Yep. I knew it when he was standing there when one of the men walked in. But how exciting. He's taking books. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, he's infatuated.
I've heard she beat the Hound in single combat. She's a very impressive woman.
That's what do you want, Peter?
I want you to be safe.
I am safe. I'm at home, surrounded by friends. Brienne to protect me from anyone who would harm me.
What about happy? Why aren't you happy? What do you want?
Go away, like we said.
No need to seize the last word, Lord Baelish. I'll assume it was something clever.
My lady, my lady.
We've seen Sansa come into her own, certainly, haven't we? Instead of just trying to survive.
For she was his shame.
Who's she passing by?
And a chain and a keep are not cold, are always cold.
Who is that?
It's a pretty song. I've never heard it before.
It's a new one.
Are you hungry? We've got some rabbit.
You're not stealing, we're offering. Come on, it's gonna be a cold night.
Are they? It's like Game of Thrones just like never trust anyone.
Poor girl.
Not so bad, is it?
Depends on your taste, I guess. If you like your streets covered in shit and pigs.
All my life I wanted to see the Red Keep, the Scepter Baylor, the Dragon Pit. When I finally make it...
What does she see?
What are you doing in the Riverlands?
Been some trouble with the Freys up at... We're part of the army that's been sent to keep the peace.
Here you go. Guess first.
Oh, no, I couldn't. You don't have enough.
Told me to be kind to strangers.
See these? I'm sorry. I'm like, why am I second guessing them so much? This Game of Thrones has ruined us. Because they seem nice.
Now we've been gone a while, we can't wait to get home.
About my dad out there on his boat all alone. I ought to be out there with him.
My wife's just had our first baby. You think soldiers get ravens when news... I hope it's a girl. Girls take care of their papas when their papas grow old.
That's sweet.
Blackberry wine. I made it myself.
It's really good.
So why's a nice girl on our own?
Another drink?
I'm going to kill the Queen.
She's gonna say it like that? Of course, that's Arya.
Bad night to be outdoors.
Got real powerful magic to figure that out. The Lord of Light whispered that in your ear. It's gonna be a cold night.
You're a grouchy old bear, aren't you?
I feel like he fits in with the skirt.
You want some rum?
Don't like that shit, it's too sweet.
Why are you always in such a foul mood?
Experience.
This seems like a good place to spend the night.
It does seem deserted.
No livestock, no smoke coming from the chimney.
Is this the family he rolled up on? Stole from?
I don't like the look of it.
For a big hard man, you scaries.
I'll tell you what doesn't scare me. Bald cocksuckers like you. Bald cunt.
That was so rude.
I'd say they were starving, rather than let his little girl suffer. He ended it for both of them.
Doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter now.
I think he's affected.
I've known you a long time, Daenerys.
I think the first time we met, tournament.
And I always thought you were as dirt.
Don't hate you. That's a compliment.
I don't hate you.
Don't hate you, don't like you, you're not bad.
They'll just shot themselves to death in a field somewhere. None of them came back. So why you?
You think I don't ask myself that every hour of every day? Why am I here?
What's his purpose?
If he's so all-powerful, why doesn't he just tell you what?
Again, come over here. Don't worry, the fire won't bite. I want to show you something.
It's my luck I am.
Almost seems like divine.
He's so freaking...
If it was, you'd be dead, and that girl would be alive.
So his mouth is so bad.
What do you want? I don't want to look in the damn flames.
You saw me bring him back from the dead after you cut him down. Did you want to know what gave me the power?
Asking, and no one wants to tell me.
We can't tell you.
He hates fire. He's gonna let himself die from an infection.
It's where the wall meets the sea. There's a castle there. There's a mountain. It's like an arrowhead.
He sees something, really.
Thousands of them.
Do you believe me now, Clegane?
This is the purpose for you guys. It's crazy he looked into the fire when that's his ultimate fear.
The hell are you doing, Clegane?
He's burying.
Burying the dead.
I should set fire to...
You knew these people?
Not.
He knew them. He cares. He just doesn't want to show it. It's very obvious. And I bet you he takes a little bit of responsibility for them passing and why they were starving. What he did.
We asked the father to judge us with mercy. We asked the mother to... Fuck it, I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry you're dead. You deserve better. Both of you.
Seeing the soft side to him. This big, strong brute of a man.
It's a map of Dragonstone. The Targaryens built their first stronghold there.
That's dragon glass.
A mountain of it, beneath the ground. Stannis told me, but I didn't think this is important. John needs to know.
Where did he say it's Dragonstone? Dragonstone is the same place I think Dany is going to basically land when she comes to attack.
Has she come yet?
Who?
The Dragon Queen, Daenerys Stormborn.
Haven't heard anything.
Why is he there? Why was he there? Gosh, she looks regal too. I'm rolling with Dany. The way they're circling. She's waited a long time for a moment like this. Oh my gosh, I love this throne. It's a bit surreal, I'm sure. Right to work.
Shall we begin?
Wow. I really love the way, I feel like season 7 started off hearty, you know? With all that they gave us in one episode. It's like I'm so satisfied and fulfilled with that. Like, I'm so intrigued, I'm so into it. I'm like, all right, let's go. I feel like it was the perfect first episode. Like, it was just right. Revelations. There were heartfelt moments. We got to check in on almost every single person. Fantastic. I can't wait to get into the next episode. It's season 7. And if things were intense before, things can only ramp up because we haven't even gotten to who's going to be ultimately sitting on the throne. So I'm so excited. Before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your post notification bell. If you want the full length watch along, the link for Patreon is down in the description. For now, let's go out in this big, beautiful world. Let's spread some love, and if we can, let's make somebody smile. Bye, you guys.